In this video, I want to show you the Osmiroid India Ink Sketch Pen. And this pen is unique among the Osmiroid calligraphy pens or other pens. And this one it has a 65 barrel, an Osmiroid 65 barrel, but it's not a lever fill. And on here is marked Osmiroid 65 England LB. Now I don't remember what the LB meant. I had thought that some initials after England meant the factory it was made. I don't know. But it's not a lever fill. As you can see, this one is white. I've also seen them in black. And this is an original Osmiroid converter, and it's an ink sac squeeze fill converter. Now I believe I have put a new ink sac on here by lifting up this little pin that goes around a black circle, taking this whole section off and replacing the ink sac, and then putting the converter part back on. But I can't remember when I did that. It would have been 3 or 4 years ago anyway, and I didn't want to take it apart today because I actually need to use this. But this is a different kind of converter that sometimes you can buy universal converters. They won't fit this. When you look into the section, it goes straight into the ink sac. And what's really special about this pen excuse me, is the nib. Now I had mentioned in another video that these aren't all they're cracked up to be because I find they still clog. They do and they don't. It's maintenance. Now I have this one so that I can use Higgins Blackmagic India ink in a portable pen without using a dip pen. And there are two things very special about this set. First of all, this one came in a box like that. And the one thing you'll notice right away if it's a sketch pen India ink set is this. And this is actually a tool to remove this, which is the nib feed. So I have already taken this one out, and the reason mine was clogging is because of that much little bit of ink left on the feed. So here is the nib, and they generally come with sketch nibs, and it looks like any other Osmiroid older screw-in nib. The difference is this feed fits in like this. And the reason that you can use India ink in this pen, this slides all the way in, is because this is removable. Now, a similar pen is the Speedball Auto Feed pen holder, where that has a feed on the side of the nib, and if your nib gets ruined, you can just get a new nib for like $2. This is different, where this is the actual feed, and just having that much ink left on this will clog the pen. So this is kind of a high maintenance pen, but it allows you to use India ink in an Osmiroid pen. Now there are I think it's only sketch and sketch medium and a medium nib that are available for this pen. So it's really an India ink sketch pen. And they're hard to find. They're rare. I had bought this one on eBay many years ago, but I had to get it from someone in Canada. So I don't see them available very often at all. So you've got kind of a different converter that can't take cartridges, and if you would have to take it apart to replace the ink sac or send it out for pen repair. This is the tool and you can see it's got a metal hook on the top. And what you do when this feed, plastic feed, is all the way in there, you slide this over the feed area and pull it out. So this tool is really what you need to get the feed out. And believe me, it took me a few minutes to get this one out. And I'm going to clean it before I put it back in again. Now, do I think I have to do this every day? No. At least once a week? Yes. And that's, I guess, a drawback to using an India ink in a sketch pen. I just want to make sure I get that back in there. So, like I said, it's unique. It does go together very easily. I had this filled with ink a little while ago, and this particular one works fine. They're nice. They're portable. They have a nice clip on them, so you can take them. And when you buy them, I think originally they included a cartridge of some kind. I'm not sure. I forget what might have been in there, but this goes in here. And so if you find one, you don't want to lose the tool, this tool, which does fit in here. It's probably sideways. This tool, and before you buy it, you want to check that somebody hasn't switched out the nib on you, and that you do have this white plastic feed on the nib in order to be able to clean it. Now, I've been writing this morning with it, with India ink, sketching and writing. The wonderful thing about using India ink, and I use Higgins Black Magic, as I said, is that India ink is waterproof. So once the ink dries, you can do watercolor over it. You can do a lot of different things over it. If you ever need a permanent record of anything, Higgins Black Magic ink. And you can use that in this pen, and as you can see, I'm just not pushing it back in because, like I said, I want to clean it. But because you can clean this nib, it's a one-of-a-kind type of pen. It's worth buying if you can find them.